Hi, Lisa. How are you, dear?
I'm sore. We just finished asana class.
Oh, that's great.
How are you?
Love. Very well, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Krupa and Smita. Hi, dear.
Hello, ma'am. Nice to see you after a long time.
Yeah, good, good, good. Krupa, what you doing right now? Everything is fine there?
Yeah, ma'am. Everything is good.
Good, good, good.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, Smita. How are you? Nice
I
to
am good
see you
too.
again.
Nice to see
And you
you
come
again.
And you come for only one class, and after that you stop coming?
No, actually, I asked you, then you said that from next month you will be starting because you're not well. So I thought there's no class.
No, no, class is going on. Only one day I take off because of my coughing.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I'll attend.
And before the further session, go for the previous session so you understand well.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, whether the yoga therapy class has started, ma'am?
Yeah, yoga therapy classes is also available online on the
Okay.
Zoom. You can
Oh.
join me. Yeah, on 12 to 1.
Okay. Sure. Thanks.
So I think everybody is ready. So come into the sitting position. We're gonna start with the little prayer.
हेलो मैम।
Hello, Parine. How are you, dear?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ मैम, आप बताइए।
मैं भी बहुत अच्छी हूँ।
आपकी तबीयत कैसी है अभी?
बेटर, अच्छा जा रहा है।
तो टेस्ट वगैरह कुछ करवाया था मैम आपने? पॉजिटिव आया, नेगेटिव आया, ऐसा कुछ?
सिम्टम्स वाइज मैं आइसोलेशन में चली गई। टेस्ट के लिए तो यहाँ पे हॉस्पिटल जाना पड़ रहा है। घर पे कोविड के टेस्ट अवेलेबल।
Guys, I'm so sorry. What are you saying? I heard about your symptoms, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, Parine is our old student and he's asking about my health, and
Yeah.
he's asking about like I got the test or not. I'm telling him that I didn't get through the test just because of my symptoms. I get into the isolation. My mom get affected by the COVID-19, and on that after 15 days I get like symptoms.
Okay.
So,
I speak multiple languages, but I don't speak all of them, so I'm sorry.
that's good. That's okay. You don't know Hindi, right?
I don't know Hindi. I would love. I'm actually on a list of languages I want to learn, but I don't know Hindi yet.
Okay. Okay.
I'm learning Sanskrit too.
Oh wow. So you should learn the Hindi then. Hindi is more closer to the Sanskrit. If you're learning the Sanskrit, it's like Hindi automatically comes to you.
Yes, Hindi is much more useful, I think, for if I go to India. I do want to learn it though. I love languages.
Hmm. Very good, very good. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start the session. Okay. And everybody can hear me properly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So come into the sitting posture. We're gonna start with the prayer. Keep your back neck straight. Keep your palm on the knee. Relax. If you are comfortable, you can make any mudra, chin mudra, vayu mudra, any mudra, whatever you feel comfortable, you can make. And gently close your eyes. Be in the pose. Observe your body and Bring the alignment to your back, your neck, your shoulder. Just observe how's your back, neck, shoulder, palm, your feet, your legs. Once you are comfortable, take a deep, prolonged inhalation and deep and slow exhalation. Deep inhale and slow exhale for a couple of seconds. So through the breath, we connect the body to the mind. Allow yourself to observe each and every breath. Now, prepare yourself for the 3-time chanting along with Shanti. So take the deep, prolonged inhalation.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Feel the vibration, sensation. Now join your both palms together. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes. So, welcome to the pranayama class. Before going to start the session, I want to ask certain question so I get the idea about it. Lisa, how much information you are having about the pranayama?
So I've watched the videos on the course and I've done a little bit on my own, just kind of experimenting. I do mostly alternate or Swasana, what is it? Swasana.
Okay, Nadi Shodhan pranayama.
That, yes, Nadi, the Nadi cleansing.
Cool.
Oh, and I love this one. It's one of my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's cool. I'm gonna see that. Nikita and
Hi,
Lucy.
Suryavanshi.
Okay, Nikita.
Okay.
Hi.
So I generally practice pranayama. I have done some amount of bhastrika. Otherwise, a beginner.
Yeah, good. Okay. No issue. And there is I don't know how to pronounce Lu Divinia Divinia Lu Divinia.
Hello,
I'm
Luz
really sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Please.
so yeah, I've also been watching the videos of the lesson, and I've been including it to my own practice. I'm sorry that I don't put the camera. It's still very dark here. Um, but yeah, I'm still in a beginner stage, but I do include it to my daily practice, and it's very interesting the sensation that it leaves in my body after. So yeah, I'm enjoying the process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So from now onward, so we can start with the very beginning because we have the beginner also, and I got the old students also. But I think it's best if we start from the very beginning. So Kripa, Asmita, Karine, you can cop up with that thing, right? You can revise these things also, and you can ask the deeper level of the questions so other beginner student can get enlightenment to that. Understand?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think all of you are aware of the word pranayam, right? Pranayam. Uh, so you can bring the pen and the notebook with you and write it down. I'm going to explain the first, and then after explanation, you get the idea about it, and then we're going to go for the practice. So what we mean by the pranayama, the word which you are hearing is become very popular. People are, doing lots of breathing exercise and they think that they are doing the pranayama, right? But we start from that, the literal meaning of the pranayama first, and then later on we're gonna talk about how, according to the Asian text, what they are talking about the pranayama. So write it down pranayam and then divide that pranayam into the two things, pranayam, pran plus ayam. And this pranayam is made of the pran plus ayam, the literal meaning of the pranayam. First we're gonna talk about it, the literal meaning. Pran, what you mean by the pran? The pran means life, the livingness, aliveness. Why you are alive? Because of the plant. You have the body, right? You have everything. And I don't know, you heard about these Charvak, Maharishi Charvak. There's a mini Charvak philosophy according to that. They strictly believe Charvak is a kind of one of the ancient Indian philosophy. According to them, they strictly believe is nothing, just pran. You are alive because of the pran. Pran is everything. And even they're not talking about the Purvanjanam or rebirth or reincarnation or next life, but they strictly believe that what you are alive because of the pran. And this body is functioning because of the pran. They strictly believe in that. They are not believing in the Atma, soul, other things, the God, Ishwar. They don't talk about it, but they strictly believe that the whole body is working, functioning, and give you liveness because of the pran. So pran is not, they're not only talking about the pran is located in the body, but the outside, even this whole cosmos. If you look around, you can see everything is having the pran. Then you're gonna ask about it. Oh, the Western philosophy divided into the two parts: living being and non-living being. Right? Something which is alive, they can walk, they can talk, they can do they change, they grow, they wither, they die. Yes, same thing happened with the non-living things also. Whatever is around you, there's a they have the limits lifespan. One time they're gonna die. One time, like maybe it's star, moon, sun, all the planets, earth, everything having the certain lifetime, a lifetime. They have the limited life. They have their own lifespan. Everything is gonna die. Whatever is around you, it's gonna sometime it's not. There's a time when there's nothing. That time it's gonna be vanish, or maybe it's gonna transform into the another thing. How energy is working. But understand this thing, the pran is everything. Pran is in you, pran is outside. Your food, your water, name anything, is having the pran. Pran make you. Hello? Yeah. So pran is everywhere. Pran is creating this whole mother nature, this whole environment. Pran is in the space, pran in the sky, pran is in the tree, in the planet, in the earth, in the sun, in the moon, in every star, in everywhere. Even atom is having the pran. It keep on changing. Your soul's having the pran. Whatever you're seeing or you cannot see, everything is having the pran. So this pran, now when we come to the I am, so right now pran is clear to you. Now come to the I am, next word. So I am, the literal meaning of the I am is expansion, extinction, like something which is like this, now it's gonna expand. The literal meaning of the I am. In other text, the meaning of the I am, somewhere it's also written control. Okay, prana, yam. So they divided like prana, yam. Yam means control, the discipline. So another meaning of the pranayam is control over your pran. Okay. But if it's gonna talk about the literal meaning, pran ayam. Ayam means expansion, extinction. So there is a pranayam, there is a certain practice where you can control over your life. Are you getting it? You can control over your life. You can imagine right now you don't have the control over your mind, control over your body. But through the practice of your this pranayama, you can get 100% control of your body, control over of your mind, and you go towards the more towards the samadhi. Why you are miserable? Why you are suffering? Why you are having pain? Because you are out of control. That is a problem, right? If everything we understand and we go accordingly, there is no issue. There is no problem. We are not in miserable. Why we are miserable? Because our mind thinks something else, our body requires something else. We are slave. We are completely slave. But pranayam give you the power. Pranayam give you the. This is the one of the you know greatest achievement of the human being, that which talked about through the physical practice, like through the breathing and through the certain things, through the tools and technique, you can get the control. You are you are becoming the master. Master of what? Master of your mind, master of your body. So pranayam, you understanding? The pranayam is not only the just breathing exercise, which we always uh, confuse and misunderstand. The pranayam is what? Oh, breathing, take deep inhalation and exhale. No, no, dear, this is the wrong notion. You misunderstand the whole concept of the pranayam. The pranayam is more than that. Pranayam, oh, believe me, if you keep practicing the pranayam, there's a time, there's a many yogis, they get the, they can control their death. They can choose their death time. Even they can extend their lifespan. It is in their hand. No, I think especially I don't know about the other students, foreign students, but Indian students, like Bhishma Pitama, right? And Hanumanji, the Lord Hanuman, then Ashwatthama. These are the greatest example who practice the yoga, sadhana, and this pranayam, and they have the control over their life. Even they can choose that when they want to die. They have this blessing. How they get this blessing? Through the science, because they are practicing certain things in their life. You cannot born with these things. You have to achieve it. How you gonna achieve it? Through the practice, through the sadhana, through the pranayam, through the yoga, through the meditation. So I think till here I'm pretty much clear. Everybody's get this understanding. The pranayam, the so literal meaning extinction of the pran, extinction of the pran vayu. Your all the body, you have limited lifespan right now, and you're gonna expand. You have the choice to expand your lifespan in a healthy way. It's not like you're getting old and you are closer to the death, you're on the dying bed and you're extending your lifespan. No, I'm not talking about that extension. I'm talking about you can delay your old age and you can extend. That's what I'm talking about. You can extend your young age, the period, this time period. The pranayam has the miraculous effect, and it can fulfill whatever you want. You don't require to go to the parlors. You don't require to go to the go for the Botox therapy, or there are so many, uh, the beauty industry, mm, million, this beauty industry is the $1 million of the industry. You don't require to spend the money on them. Just by practicing the simple technique of this implementing this technique of the pranayama. You can young forever. You can be healthy forever. You can go. Maybe you can decide the next goal, that is a moksha also, salvation. You can achieve that. You become more closer to that goal. But pranayam is not giving you the option to go more closer to the achieving the moksha, but it's bring the other things to you also, which I just discussed. Physiological, psychological benefit is tremendous. Even I cannot just put into the one lecture. If one by one I gonna explain you uh, which breathing give you what benefit, I'll explain to you. But pranayam is most important practice. People are just stick themselves to the asana, and this is the very wrong misunderstanding that yoga is nothing but asana. Not at all. Asana task just only one thing. Asana does what? Only one thing: to make you sit, to make you comfortable for the practicing of the prana. So, according to the Maharishi Patanjali, asana come into the third limb, right? First yam, niyam, and third is asana. After you get the perfection into the asana, you get fourth limb, that is a pranayama, and you have to practice. You cannot, this whole part you cannot skip. People, they stuck to the asana, and there they are doing the mistake. They have to go forward and start practicing the pranayama, and that is the time when they achieve the holistic approach towards the health. What is a holistic approach towards the health? I discussed already in the Ayurveda classes. Uh, that video you can see. The overall health you can achieve while when you're practicing the pranayama. Not only through the asana you get the physiological benefit, yes, no doubt. But asana only play one role to make you comfortable, to keep you stable position and prepare you for the pranayama. So don't think just pranayam is just only the breathing thing. Oh, by just inhaling and exhaling, we would be fine. We are doing great thing. No, it required patience, it required determination, because pranayama is mostly boring. The whole yoga, the Asian yoga is a boring thing, believe me. Right now you are learning the very innovative, creative things of the yoga, asana, like standing on one hand, doing the so many, learning many types of the Asian yoga doesn't teach you that much. Asian yoga just talking about, okay, sit and now practice the pranayama. Sit comfortably and now practice the asana. Practice the pranayama. They just keep, and pranayama is sitting is always come with the boredomness, right? Whenever we tell, okay, sit, oh my God, I have to sit. Now the fight start in your mind. How I gonna sit? So asana role is what to make you sit, and pranayama the first bring you health, the complete health. Believe me, during this my isolation time, during this my when I got the COVID, even my mom, she was in critical condition. She was practicing the pranayama. I made her to do practice the pranayama, and that's how she quickly healed, and that's how I quickly healed. So if you want to keep yourself healthy and prevent many diseases, you have to do the pranayama. So this is the physiological benefit you will get. Psychological is tremendous. uh, that we're gonna talk about it. You get a very sharp memory, you get a good concentration, you developing, you're going more closer to the samadhi, because after practicing pranayama you're entering into the samadhi layers, right? Step by step you're getting more closer to the samadhi. So pranayama is the very first step which connect the body. Uh, this is my personal belief, right? This is my personal understanding. According to the ancient view, pranayama is, it's coming to the um, bahira anga. Right? Remember, uh, for the old student, they remember I talked about it. Maharishi Patanjali, the eight limbs they divided into the half, two part, antara and bahira anga. For new student, you can write it down, antara and bahira anga. Antara, eight limbs. I think, have you heard about eight limbs? Eight limbs of the Maharishi Patanjali. So eight limbs: yam, niyam, asana, pranayama. So this come into the bahira anga, external body part, where you are working on your physical body. But when I'm practicing, when I'm observing, and there's many even modern yogis, they believe through the breath you can control your mind. You start entering into the inside uh, antaranga, inside instrument. You're going more closer to the inside instrument, because through the breath you start controlling your mind. So from bahira anga to antaranga, till asana you're practicing uh, the physical thing, you're making this certain pose, you're learning many asanas. But afterward pranayama, you start working on your breath, and then breath play very crucial role. How it's said in Hatha Yoga, many Hatha yogic texts, that chale vate chale chale vate. It means when your vat means your prana is going on. So chale mana, your man is also going on. If your breath is abnormal, your mind is abnormal. If you have you seen, when you get angry, your breath become abnormal, so your mind becomes cranky, agitated. But if you control your breath, that very moment, if you control your breath, your mind becomes stable. So through the practice of the pranayama, you can control. This is the breath play like a bridge, which connecting the body with the mind. So if you control your breath, you control your mind. Simple. Very simple rule. If you control your breath, you control it. If you control your breath, your heart is good. You your mind is good. Your body is good. But if you cannot control your breath, You can see how your body is affected, how your heart is affected, how your how your mind is affected. So I think the pranayam pretty much clear to the everyone. Everybody understand? You can just let me know.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, good, good, good. So from now onward, pranayam, now there is a question. Pranayam is merely the breathing practice, or it's a more than the breathing practice? People misunderstand that just by inhalation, exhalation, that is a pranayam. No, it's not like that. So pranayam basically divided into the three parts, and I'll explain you how it's different from the normal breathing, the breathing which you do in the gym, the breathing which you do under the water while swimming, or in other practice, or whatever physical practice you're doing it, right? So pranayam, according to the Hatha Yogi text, they divide into the three parts. First is Purak, P-U-R-A-K-A, Purak. Purak means what? Uh, Purak means many people think it's merely inhalation. No. Purak means when you inhale long. So focus on that. Long, deep, slow, very slow, and without noise. Long, deep, very slow, and without any noise of the breath. Inhalation, that is a purak. It means you are inhaling, but here inhalation should be like that. It should be long, deep, and very slow. And you shouldn't be making the noise like not like that. It should be it should be very smoothly you are inhaling, very with the ease you are inhaling. But it required more practice. It's not come like within a one day or 2 day. It's required practice to even practice the purak, to inhale deeply. It's required many practice. So purak, the first. Second, kumbhak. Write it down. Kumbhak, Kumbhaka. Now kumbhak means what? Retention. Retention. So you inhale and then you retain. Right. Kumbhak. Retention of the pranavayu. So here we are not talking about the breath hold, but we are talking about the pranavayu you are retaining. And pran we discuss what is a pran here, the life. Right. You are retaining that. So retention, I'll explain you later on. Kumbhak divided into the other subdivision. There is a subdivision, but just write it down till here. Kumbhak, retention. Retention of the breath for understanding terms. Okay. Then Rechak, R-E-C-H-K-A, Rechak. Now Rechak, exhalation. What kind of exhalation? Deep, prolonged, and very slow. Deep, prolonged, and very slow exhalation. That is a rate. So,
Will we just
inhalation, exhalation, whatever you do. Inhalation, exhalation, whatever you are doing it cannot, it cannot happen like that, right? It's not the breathing. Here you are making involuntary action of your breath to the voluntary action. In pranayam, you're putting the effort. So breath, breath, the breath can work as an involuntary action and the voluntary action. Both way it can perform. What do you mean by the involuntary action of the breath? Like right now you're sitting, you're inhaling, exhaling, right? You're not putting any effort. Inhalation and exhalation happening automatically to you. That is an involuntary action going on. You are not telling yourself, okay, inhale, now stop. For example, we get cranky. So the nature has given you the beautiful gift, like, okay, if we become cranky and we agitated and we forget about it, okay, I have to inhale, you're gonna die. You can die. You forget about how I need to inhale, but you are quite busy too because you disturb mind, you broken heart, you're busy to doing some other things. So you require the involuntary action of the breath also. Otherwise, you forget to inhale, you forget to exhale because we all are monkey mind, right? And we do the stupid things, and most of the time we forget about the important things. So that's why you require the involuntary action of the breath also, where you are not putting any effort and this action is going on. But nature also giving you the option. You can make into the voluntary thing. You can control this breath. You can control this breath, inhalation and exhalation. You can tune it. You can make it long, very long. You can retain also. You can retain for one day, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, or one, depend person to person. You can hold also. Nature has given you choice also. You make this involuntary action to voluntary action. And once you make it this involuntary action into the voluntary action, then you get the other benefit. You get major benefit of. And what are the benefit? I already discussed about it, and there's other benefit. We're gonna talk about it later on. So this voluntary action play very important role when we're practicing the pranayama. So Purak, Kumbhak, and Recha. These are the voluntary action. You are doing it. You're putting the effort. This action is under your control. Oh, I have to inhale. I'm inhaling. I have to retain. Oh, I'm retaining. I have to exhale. Your breath is under your control. You're becoming the master of your breath. That may be few seconds, but you're becoming the master. So involuntary to voluntary action. And then Asian yogis, they divide into the three categories: Purak, Kumbhak, Rechak. I think till now everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Yes.
Anybody has any difficulty, any question? Parine, you have doubt?
No, ma'am, I'm good. But just wanted to know this prana that we're talking about. It's breath only, right? I mean, the air that we inhale in and then exhale out,
No,
or is it
no,
something different?
No.
yeah, it's a different. Not at all. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
prana, which we're talking about, is everything. Uh, Even if you're thinking about it, I'll explain you in that way. This prana, which I'm talking about it, it's inside your body. The breath only play 1% role, right? Around you, whatever you're seeing it, life, I'm talking about life. The breathing is only playing 1% role in lungs, is activating your lungs, you're getting the air. So after inhalation, oxygen reaches to your lungs and then going to travel from there to each and every cell. This is the only one thing, okay? But there's other function of the prana. Because of the prana, you're digesting the food. Because of the prana, cells are rejuvenating. Because of the prana, this whole body is growing. Okay. Because of the prana, after the death, you have the prana also. The decomposition of the body is happening to you. Your respiratory system is not working. You are not inhaling, exhaling, right? Once you dead. But again, when bodies transform into the another thing, like you become ashes, that is because of the prana. In that ash become again the mud, and you are ready to grow the plant, right? And that plant again have the prana. Then prana converted into the fruits. That plant become having the fruits. Now you get into the fruits. How this thing is happening? Because of the plant. This change, every microsecond, this change. Even in your body, the cells, every second, every microsecond, your cells is changing, keep on changing. It's because of the plant. They're growing, they're dying, they're growing, they're dying. This in this whole cosmos, many thing is dying same time, and many thing is growing same time. How this thing's going on is because of the plant. Pran is not just a breath. That's I'm telling you. Pran is not just the breath. Breath is the part of the tiny part of the pran. Okay, tiny
Okay.
part of the pran. You okay? You're gonna understand when we're gonna talk about the uh, kumbhak related thing. You get the more idea about it. How
Okay.
this prana, what kind of prana I'm talking about here. Okay,
Mhm. Okay. Thank you.
so so right now, Kripa, Nikita, Lisa, you understand these things?
Ma'am, for me, that uh, um, to understand exactly the pran, you explained, ma'am, but even then it is a bit confusing because earlier, sir used to call it as life force. And he said maybe in modern science we can call it as oxygen. And he also used to say, for example, the surrounding is polluted. So you're also inhaling that. But that doesn't count as pran. So it's confusing, ma'am. I'm really not clear with this. But other things are like puraka, rechaka, all these things are okay. Yeah.
Understand the sir? I think you're talking about the Vivek sir, right?
No, ma'am. Anatomy, sir. Kirti, sir.
Okay, Kirti sir.
Yeah.
See, understand the interpretation of the prana in many texts is different. So maybe he's talking about the modern version of the prana in order to make you understand. Okay, but the pran having the deeper meaning, and it can give you this meaning you can achieve only through by the guru gonna teach you these things. It's very difficult to understand the meaning of the pran because on superficial level we can just see, okay, we are inhaling, exhaling right now, this is going on, but deeper level we don't know how the prana is functioning, how my surroundings keep on changing. You cannot see. For example, you cannot see the electricity, but there is electricity which run your light, which give you fan running, which give you the battery to your laptop. Your phone is charged because of the electricity. The pran is working like electricity towards whole cosmos. Are you getting it, Kripa? The pran is electricity, and whatever function you are seeing it around you, everything, whatever you're seeing it around you, everything, including everything. I'm not talking about only the body part, your body, human body, but I'm talking about the animals, or other species, and bacteria, virus, everything is just going on because of the plant. Superficial level, yes, you can compare this thing. Okay, I'm inhaling, exhaling. But again, I'm telling that is the breathing. And breathing is the only one part of the pranayama, not whole the pranayama. Breathing is only tiny part of the pranayama. Whole pranayama is more than that. Through the breathing, you can maybe get the control, you get the physiological benefit, but I'm talking about the control over your whole cosmic, this whole your body system. And becoming the master of your mind. I'm talking about that is a huge thing which you cannot just control by taking the oxygen. Right now you're taking the oxygen, right? This is a natural thing. You're inhaling the oxygen and you're taking out the carbon dioxide. It's a natural things happening to you. But but there's more than that. This involuntary action is naturally happening to you. But pranayam, through the practice of the pranayam, you are not inhaling and exhaling. Though not merely inhaling or exhaling, you're doing more than that. More than that. Inhalation, exhalation, only the tiniest part of the pranayam. So I cannot comment the other teacher understanding, but they are right on their terms. Okay, don't understand that this is the contradiction. No, not at all. Their observation is one part, but if you're looking for the bigger picture, if you go for the bigger picture, pranayam is not just merely taking, inhaling oxygen and taking out the carbon dioxide or other body function. Yes, it's playing role. One day mother functions, other function also. I'll explain you in the next session when we're gonna talk about the kumbha, and then you get the deeper understanding what kind of pranayama I'm talking about, and you might gonna be shocked with the that understanding. But
Uh,
right now is clear to you?
Ma'am, it is little better, ma'am. But one question: when we say, okay, pran is there in every living thing. It could be insects, it could be animal, it could.
Oh, no, not living thing. Very first, follow my word. Okay, pay
Mhm,
attention towards my word.
mhm,
I'm
mhm.
saying that this is the Western notion, living and non-living things. We don't believe in this concept. I'm talking about not living things, but pran is also in the non-living things. I'm talking about it's include everything,
Okay, okay.
which okay, everything. It is in your fan, it is in your wall, it is in your door, it is in your mug, it is in your mat, it is your garden, it is in your earth, everywhere. Because how? If you're asking me the example of that, again, metal also gonna rotten. If you take the iron stick, a very huge stick, a iron stick, it gonna rotten one day, it gonna melt one day, it gonna get rusty one day. That is the time when it is a uh, lifespan of the iron rod, right? The metal, non-living thing, but it gonna die someday, it gonna become rusty, go into the mud and become something else, right? Even everything around you, whatever you think, it gonna wither one day, it gonna die one day, it's gonna tone one day. It's not forever, right? Your clothes, whatever you're wearing the clothes, this clothes gonna rotten one day, it's gonna tear apart one day, it's gonna worn one day, and it's become little bit, what we call thread ratio, and then it gonna be go back to the mud, the earth, and then become something else. So I'm not talking about the non-living thing or living things. I'm talking about everywhere. Everywhere is a plant. Everything, whatever you think, is made of the plant. And because of plant, this procedure is going on. This change is going on. Because of the plant, the change is happening around you. One thing is becoming another thing, and that another thing becoming something. You become dead one day. So living thing to the non-living thing. But you become ashes, you become mud, you become tree, you become food later on. How it's going on? This is because of the pran, the non-living, living thing to the non-living thing. So I think this much is clear to Kripa.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think in science we say it as the nature or the property. For example, an iron rusting is the nature of it or the property of it. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Really sorry. Yes. And
I
say,
could not get to do. Kripa, could you
ma'am,
repeat again?
yeah, ma'am, when we say the property, sorry, an iron rusting after a while, or for example, a cloth tearing off, these are the nature or the property of the material. And a
Yeah.
living thing becoming, for example, our bodies converting into ashes, that is also, it's the nature of the body, right, ma'am? So,
Exactly.
uh,
Uh-huh. You
Pran,
can ask.
this one question alone, just like, understanding what is Pran is really confusing, ma'am. I like now with your explanation, I understand little bit, but still, ma'am, I'm really not so clear.
Okay. You're talking about the nature, how you get to nature, how you get this nature. This nature is come to you because how the rod is rusting, how the clothes gonna tear apart, how you become ashes, how you gonna eaten by the bacteria. This is the life cycle of the nature, right?
Yes.
True. But how this going on? How these things going on is because of the plant. Only these things going on a proper way that you're gonna be decomposed one day. So what you are mentioning as the nature, just nature here I'm talking about this everything whatever is going on is because of certain rule and regulation. The mother nature, the cosmic power. I'm talking about the energy. You can name, you can call God, you can call Ishwar, you can call Mother Nature, you can call cosmic power, or there is certain rules and regulation of the environment which implemented to everyone. Certain things is going on in the certain way, right? That's I'm talking about. So some people call, oh, because of the God will. Some people called, okay, this is the mother nature. Some people called, okay, this is the supreme soul. So you can name anything, but here nature means the supreme law, the supreme reality, the supreme truth, which implemented to everyone. And because of that law of the nature means supreme law, discipline. We are having certain things like I get born, I'm gonna get old, um, I get sick, I get, and one day I'm gonna die. This is because of the law of the nature. Okay, and plant. I think you get better understanding when I'll talk about the kumbhak. And in kumbhak, you get better understanding, Kripa, about what kind of pran I'm talking about. But understand till here, pran means here this nature, how the nature is functioning. This is also because of the right. Certain rules and regulations is also because of the pran. Okay.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, then one question, ma'am. Okay, for our bodies, we require pranayama. So in that way, we are expanding or controlling the prana. So, and then and also as per this yogic science or yogic understanding, prana is there everywhere. So say for example, I have a my dress. So for this dress, how can I expand or control the prana?
What you calling? You
Ma'am,
have what?
for our body, we are controlling the pran through pranayama. But for the clothes that we are wearing, it also has pran. So how can I control it? Or how can I expand
You
it? Or
cannot.
what can
No, you don't require to expand your
Oh,
clothes lifespan. Okay. We add certain chemicals to it. People are doing so many chemicals like jeans and other things. We don't require to do those things. There's a people in the market, right? They sell you the good quality of the clothes where you can have you can expand. But we are not talking about that the cloth itself going extend their plan. No, it cannot possible. It cannot possible. I'm again telling you, human being get the choice. If you remember my previous lecture, I keep telling only human being get the choice, not other people, not people I'm talking about, not other species. If you tell the cat, okay, start doing the pranayam, she cannot do, right? If you tell the dog, okay, let's start do the pranayam, you can become other person, you become you. No, he cannot do. Only human being can do. Human being get the choice. Other species, other animals, they struck. They struck because of the laws and nature. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay. So from today, we're gonna end our session here, and keep writing your question. If you have any question for today's session, you can write it down on your notepad. And tomorrow would be off. Saturday, Sunday would be off. So I think enjoy your Saturday and enjoy your Sunday. And Monday, 2 days you are having it. 2 days, do the research over the pranayam and ask the question related to that. Even for the today session, you can note it down your question. And Monday, we're gonna start the session, next session, where I'm gonna talk about the kumbha, and then you get the deeper understanding what kind of pranayam I'm talking about. And our session here,
Thank you
and
so much.
okay, so I think any doubt till here, Saturday, Sunday would be off for you guys. Monday onward, we have meditation, pranayam, and the therapy classes.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Great weekend.
Okay, so namaskara. Thank you, dear. Om
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shanti
Thank you.
or Mangal
Thank
ho.
you, ma'am.
Om Shanti.
Okay, bye bye. Om Shanti, dear.